Hey, Carrie here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk all things mindset, motivation, and manifesting. Today, I have a question for you, and it's kind of a question or a saying that I've had for a long time. If you've been friends with me, you've heard me say it, and it's something that I try to ask myself in almost every area of my life on a daily basis. And that question is, are you climbing or are you sliding? Man, it's a tough question to answer some days. And if you're not too sure where that touches on or what it relates to, things that you're climbing on are things that you're excited about, you look forward to, you're making progress on, taking initiative to learn, grow, and expand on. And if you're sliding, these are things that you avoid, you don't like talking about very much. You get a negative vibe when you start to think about it. You just really you get frustrated, you feel stuck. Those are the kind of the emotions that or feelings that come around the sliding into things. And I'll touch on this before we go further, because I know that you're thinking it already. Well, I'm maintaining. Well, I'll tell you what, you're either climbing or you're sliding. There's no maintaining, because when you're maintaining, the rest of the world is climbing or sliding. So you're either falling behind or you think that you're getting ahead, but you're actually not. Everybody else is just falling further behind. So it's about taking that initiative on your own and making the decision to grow, expand, become better. Because when you do that, it not only benefits yourself, but it benefits everyone around you. So when we touch in on this, right, and we think about ways that we can grow and climb in every single area. So in our careers, let's talk about that first. So are you climbing or sliding in your career? Are you looking for new innovative ways to do things at work? Are you taking courses, reading books, looking for opportunities, mentors in the same industry or profession as you to get better at what you're doing? Because when you get better, that's when those opportunities open up, the doors, the promotions, the raises, the new businesses, all of those things, they magically show up in your world, right? How about in your health and fitness? Climbing or sliding? Right? Is it climbing when we think about new ways of doing things? Maybe in our nutrition, there's something that you can adapt, a new habit that you can implement, maybe even as simple as drinking more water. Maybe it's switching up your exercise routine. Maybe it's starting an exercise routine. Maybe it's just implementing that little bit more than what you're doing right now that'll give you that feeling that you're climbing, right? Sliding, even sharing a moment in my past when you know you're sliding, when you go to put on a suit or a certain pair of pants that you haven't worn in a while, and I'm like, oh yeah, we'll put this thing on. And I remember this feeling years ago, and I go to put this thing on, I go to pull the pants on, and I'm like, oh, these are a little snug. All right, this might be a little snug. And I go to do the button up, and it's not even close. Like, I'm like, who was in these things before? That's an indication that you've been sliding and not aware of it. So when you get that little sign from the universe, that's a brilliant thing that it's time to stop sliding and turn that around. How about relationships, right? And this is where even me personally, it was a big eye-opener for me in going through separation and divorce. When I actually looked, I would spend so much time researching what truck I wanted to buy, or learning in courses for coaching hockey and lacrosse, and learning things about business, social media stuff, and different elements like that, new equipment to buy, how can I get better at this and this. But when was the last time I read a book about relationships, communication, being a better partner, being a better dad, right? Not that I was a crappy dad at any point in time, because I don't think I was there, but I mean, I definitely could have done better, right? And I'm doing better right now. I want to just put that in there, right? Just being more present, right? And realizing that, and then taking regular steps to be a better dad, a better partner, all of those things. So think about it in the moment, and I ask you that. In the relationships in your life, whether it's, if you have kids, whether it's with kids, if it's with a romantic partner or not, or if you're single, just even with your friends. When did you read a book or listen to a podcast or take some initiative to be better at that? I didn't. And it definitely caused problems and challenges in the relationships that I was in. And I'm happy to say that I'm making leaps and bounds in progress on that. I'm definitely not at the finish line, but I'm not where I used to be. And that's what this channel is all about, that growth, that expansion. So I encourage you to take a look at every single element of your life. And are you climbing or sliding? Because when you're not doing both, that's that Groundhog Day. That's when it's like we feel stuck, right? And this is all about getting unstuck, progress, becoming the best version of yourself. And that's what this channel is. So if you'd like to discuss this topic or dive in a little more, by any means, you can click the links below, or you can go to my website, kerrykish.com, and explore the different ways to work with me. I'd love for you to share in the comments that are you climbing or sliding? What's something you're climbing on? And what do you feel that success with? And what do you something you'd like to share with others and celebrate? I would applaud you for sharing that. And I'd also, I'm grateful today for you spending the time with me in this video, and I'm grateful for the beautiful weather outside that I can finally get out and record videos outside again. And here's a little insight for you. The only time I record videos inside is if it's crazy windy and things are blowing all over and you can't hear what I'm saying and everything else. So love to get outside. So I'd love for you to share what's one thing you're grateful for as well. Share that in the comments. I invite you to like, subscribe. If anything in this resonated with you, share it with your friends. And because that's what it's all about, becoming a better version of yourself every day. And I am right with you on that. So if you enjoyed this video, you can check out the card that's coming up on the screen right now, and check that video out as well, because it's similar content and it's all about becoming the best version of you. So thank you for joining today. And as always, sending peace, love, and positive vibes your way.